Hi, welcome to Reaper Live. Tonight, we're going to have chicken.
Yes, we will. And we're going to have a lot of fun.
That's tonight.
And I'm back.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And he's still stepping on people's lives.
His words. Let's go. Hit the button.
Okay. Welcome to Reaper Live. I'm Ron Hawkins, art director here at Reaper.
And I'm Ed Pugh,
Who are you?
president
Okay,
here.
thank
Yes,
you. Okay,
yes.
Good.
Yes.
And yeah, welcome to Reaper Live. Thanks for tuning in and watching.
Huh? What?
That's,
You're going to do a setup for me here?
you know what?
Just go with
You
it.
weren't here last week.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Where were you?
I was in the hospital. I was listening to the show in the recovery room. I had a kidney stone zapped. So, and I was listening to it. It was fun. And then I watched the video later. And the best part of it is I like
Taylor?
turned into this hot nerd girl. And you're still Ron. So
I'm still me.
I don't know what to do.
I'm still me. Yeah.
So it was a good show. I liked it.
Taylor did really, really well.
She did. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
I can't wait till you leave and I get her as a host. Nothing personal.
Well, let's. You may get your chance in June. I may be out of town in June 1 week. So.
Are you going to Origins?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
I'm maybe going to Mexico. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going.
Right.
It
2D
was-
Ed? No, it's 3D Ed today. Well, probably 2D, but anyway.
Hey, Aaron. Hi, Corporea. Hi, everybody else.
Hey.
Hey. So ReaperCon tickets are on sale.
Yes.
No
yes.
segue, just
Straight into it.
ReaperCon tickets are on sale.
And they've been going very fast. They're
really,
very popular.
really
yeah.
well. Yeah.
It's good to see. It's nice to know that they're all going to line up and do it.
Hold on.
I actually wanted to test something real quick. I want to make
Okay.
sure you guys can hear this mic
right.
better than you have in the past.
Well, if you speak up.
I am speaking up. I don't want to blow their ears out. But actually, a couple of announcements. I wanted to remind people, too, that now we have the ability to sub on our channel. So we have some emotes coming, some loyalty badges, possibly some good old subscriber only giveaways. Members only, whatever.
Members only.
I know where he was at lunch.
We are unlikely to do subscriber only giveaways, but we will more likely just do some increased benefits for those of us.
They say they can hear you.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you so much. On a delay. So outside of the subscriber, what else? We're also going to do another giveaway tonight. I think we've decided going forward to do giveaways through our in-stream system. So
through a robot guy?
Basically through a robot, not Nightbot. That one's
Nightbot.
dead. But going forward, we're going to use Moobot, and we'll open up, really, I guess, we'll probably open it up now, and we'll just probably draw 1 to 3 names, or however many they want to do at the end of the stream, and then we'll just give away stuff, and we'll decide at the end of the stream what we were going to give away.
That worked.
Last week
Sound good, guys?
Last week we gave away ReaperCon tickets.
Yes.
ReaperCon?
This week, what did I say? ReaperCon? Yeah, ReaperCon tickets. This week, I don't know what we're going to give away.
I thought you just said ReaperCon tickets.
And we did that last week.
Oh.
Next
And you can't
thing
do
I
it
would
2
like
weeks
to
in a row?
do.
You could do it 2 weeks in a row.
Oh.
Next thing I would like to do is also test Collins's mic back here, so he's
Yes.
going to
Say hello,
activate.
Michael
Make sure you
Collins.
guys
Hello,
can hear
Michael.
him.
Greetings, folks.
Yes.
Can y'all hear Michael Collins? Out there?
I hope
If we could get a wavy face or some kind of cool emote in the chat that you can hear me,
Wave if you can hear Michael
that would be
Collins.
that'd be great.
Or if you've
Nobody's
subscribed,
waving.
go ahead and hit use your Reaper Live special emote. Just flood the chat with those.
Thanks, Beach Nuts, for subscribing. We always
Yeah.
appreciate some subscriptions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What are beach nuts?
It's the person.
I know. Never mind.
It's a type of gum. Hi, Corporea. She was waving at Collins. So ReaperCon tickets are on sale.
Yes.
They've been.
Look at that
Oh, wow.
specialty sub
Look at that.
emote
Oh, I
there.
haven't
That's
seen that.
nice.
That's cool.
We're gonna have a couple more of those for
Okay.
the upper tiers. That's in the works.
All right. Now he's looking at his phone.
Yeah. Well,
that's-
I'm getting a message. It's important
Proctor, I got
to-
your phone number now.
to,
Ed accidentally gave it to me, so watch yourself.
Proctor says.
It was no accident. I've been writing it in the bathrooms around here for years.
Yeah.
Just waiting, for
So,
a good time call.
Last week, all you Twitchers who got the ReaperCon tickets, yeah, you don't have your vouchers yet. We're going to send those here tomorrow probably.
Okay.
We just got the tickets put up, so we're good. Yeah, ReaperCon's going to be a lot of fun this year.
Yes.
So we've got the instructors are submitting their classes. We're going to get those up here pretty soon. A lot of tickets on sale. We've done well on tickets so far. So yeah, if you've never been to ReaperCon, join us. It's going to be a lot of fun this
It's a
year.
lot of fun. Labor Day weekend.
This year, here in Denton, Texas. So
Well, and for the next 4 years here in Denton,
That's
Texas
true.
on Labor
That's
Day
right.
weekend.
That's right. That's
So you
right.
can make your plans early.
Do you have a more specific date for those?
Labor
Labor
Day
Labor Day
weekend.
weekend.
Labor Day weekend.
Do you have the exact?
To the
Not
minute,
on
to
me.
the day, no.
Don't worry, I got you. Don't worry. I believe it's into September 2nd, roughly.
Roughly.
not
That's,
really
that's an exact.
Exact.
That's, yeah.
It's closer than Labor Day
Approximately.
weekend.
That's approximately
Pretty
when
close.
Labor Day is.
Yeah, pretty close. What else?
Well, we have the Chicken Shack.
Well, let's save that for later.
Okay.
What else we got? Oh, let's give updates.
yes.
Kickstarter updates.
Yes.
What are y'all laughing about?
I think he.
Proctor asked me to call him, so I've used probably the second time I've ever used FaceTime to say hi.
Okay.
Boy, aren't you just? That's
So-
like a social media.
I know.
a
I've done
cornucopia of social
So
media.
we have not finished Kickstarter. We have not finished. It's not done. We're not finished yet. We have finished shipping all of the orders from our Texas warehouse out. There may be a few people in there who got
We're
stuck
still
in the
gonna. There's
system,
all we
things
got to
like that.
scrape the bottom. Yeah.
But we're kind of done with that. Now,
Shipping's done here. Yes.
Shipping is done from Texas. If you have problems with your order, hopefully you don't have any, but if you've got something broken or missing, contact help@reaperlive.com and Katie will help you guys out. And we've had a few issues so far, but all minor stuff. All
Really minor, yeah.
Yeah. Over in the UK, so let's go across. Let's go across the Atlantic. Over in the UK, Kit is over there. The first container. He's got it. He's
done. He's done. For the first container.
First container.
Second container will be there tomorrow.
tomorrow, and he's
Yes.
shipping out. He's continuing to ship stuff out.
Yep. And he's told me he's 3/5 done, or over halfway. Either way.
Yeah.
So they're all rounding their way there, and then we still have.
That would be 60% done.
I know. But now where do we go to there? Across the Pacific.
Now we go the other way. Let's go to the Pacific. Nothing has changed. The container is still on its way to Australia. The reason it's taking so long is it's not going straight from Los Angeles to Australia.
It truly is the slowest boat to China.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
And it went from Los Angeles to China, and it made a pit stop. Going to pick up some more containers.
Where'd you say it started in Hong Kong and went down to
I
Shanghai?
think
Or
it-
to start
yeah,
Shanghai
something
and
like
went up
that.
to Hong
Yeah,
Kong?
I was able to track the ship and the container. So, yeah, I mean, next time we do this, we try to be better. And I
Well,
know
we
this-
got it out of our hands, and we didn't. Yeah, we
We
did
thought
what
it
we
was
were
going to go
yeah,
straight,
fast there, but
you know,
yeah,
he was picking up.
we don't pick the taxi cab.
I know he was picking up hitchhikers along the way.
Yeah, something
So Australia,
out there
you know.
looking for Godzilla.
yeah. So Australia, your container is coming, but I know the guys at EtherWorks, when they get the container in Australia, they
will process it
they're gonna
fast.
knock it out.
Yes.
It's not like one guy over there is EtherWorks. They've got a full team, fully capable.
And a
team.
facility to process it.
This
so.
is what they do.
Yes.
So, are you highlighting that for a reason?
Yes, so that you can tell them who sculpted it.
Hog Diggity, can someone tell me who sculpted the chaos knot from the core set? I love it. I'd like to check more out by the same artist. Well, that was a guy you may know. He's kind of a new guy in the industry. His name's Bobby Jackson. So maybe you've heard of him, maybe not, but he sculpted that. He's a new kid.
The new kid in the block.
New kid on the block.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyway, so that's the Kickstarter update. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we didn't cover as far as Kickstarter goes.
Well, I'll think of it in a little while.
Well,
We'll just throw it back in there.
So another question we tend to get on social media is: are you going to be putting up any remaining core sets or expansions on our website?
Yes. I've gotten that in email.
And
yes.
we talked yesterday and we decided that what you want.
Yes,
I'll
it
let
will.
you talk.
No, yes, it will happen. However, we're going to wait until all packages are shipped, so all package stuff is en route to somebody somewhere, and then we are going to have to hold back reserve for SOD, for archive, for stuff like that. And then whatever that number is left, that's what they're going to put up.
Yeah. So we're going to wait until the container arrives in Australia and they start fulfilling Australia because that'll be the last one.
Correct.
Europe will be done by the time Australia gets their container.
Correct.
We hope.
Yeah.
So we're going to wait. When the Aussies start getting their stuff, or when they start shipping that stuff out, we'll throw the stuff up on our website and you guys can go down. It will be very limited quantities because we order pretty tight.
Yes.
You know. So I think we learned our lesson from Bones 1 when we ordered a lot of vampire sets.
Oh yeah, we had
We
an
had a
extra like 4,000 or 5,000.
5,000 extra
yeah.
vampire sets.
Yep.
So, but we broke those down, put them in inventory. So anyway, this year we didn't do that. We played it tight, so there'll be a few up on the site.
As well as all the expansion set. I mean, the box sets as well as the pieces.
Yeah.
They'll be up as well.
Yeah.
Pretty much the paint sets, everything that we were pulling from, and it'll just be a while supplies last.
Okay. So before we get into answering Twitch questions, let's cover some stuff on our run sheet here.
Okay.
All right. So, question from unknown. Sorry, we don't have this person's name.
That means Michael made it up.
Michael made it up. Okay. So, my friend feels like they aren't progressing. I'm assuming it means with painting.
He's talking about himself.
Okay.
This is that doctor. My friend has a
problem.
on the side. Yeah. Okay.
They get frustrated when the minis don't come out the way they imagine, and they get full of self-doubt, which leaves them uninspired and not wanting to paint.
Yeah.
Question: how can I help them overcome this self-doubt that they have about their work?
What would you do? Do you want me to start it? You want to start it? You want it?
You go right ahead.
Oh no, I don't want to step on it.
Put the nickel in the can.
The way I would go after it would be to simply get on YouTube and search for painting videos. There are teachers on there that teach or show videos from the most basic levels to the most advanced. And then when you get the video, instead of just watching it and then trying to remember it and sitting down and painting, I would just chop it up. I would watch part of it, I would pause it, I would do that and replicate it and work on it until you got that part. And then keep going forward. And then what you're going to find is pretty soon you'll be looking for more advanced techniques. It'll start flowing, and a lot of the theories behind painting will start to sink in. You'll start to see the reality there. I hope that helps. Now, what would you do?
Excuse me, I'm a little...
That's my line. Go ahead.
Practice. And I know it may seem discouraging, but it's about having fun.
Yes.
It's not about trying to make your stuff look like Michael Proctor's or Aaron Hartwell's or Rhonda Bender's stuff. It's about just having fun. Just have fun.
And chart your own course. The
first
people
stuff
you named.
like, oh my gosh, the first set I got, here we go, was the old Heritage Paint and Play set, the Caverns of Doom. The brush was... It was as big as this. It was like, here's your paintbrush.
Yeah.
The bristles were this big.
Like a short version
it
of
was
that.
It was like, paint with this. And so, but I painted those, and they sucked. They were horrible, but I had a damn good time doing it.
Yes.
So I think don't get down, because just have fun. Just have fun painting, Don't worry about how it looks. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. A couple people mentioned, I think Proctor and Hartwell mentioned on there, come to ReaperCon. That's a good thing, too.
That's a good, yes, you can see it all.
Come to ReaperCon, take some classes, be around other people who do this, and they'll inspire you.
And you could also show them what you're doing, and they can give you advice, because everybody starts at that level. We all started at that level. So they will remember that level and hopefully what got them to that next level.
Hey, so if you were to put a timetable on a miniature you were trying to paint, and let's just toss one out there for randomness, right? Let's call it a female ogre, right? And let's say you wanted to do a decent job.
So far, 12 months.
How long?
Completely unrelated run.
Yeah, completely unrelated. What is do you guys feel like there's a pressure to get done at a certain time when you started versus where you're at now? Or
no, I don't. I never really I never approached it from that perspective, really. I think it was like Ron said. You sit down, you have an image. In my brain, I see it. I see a color pattern. I see an image. I think, well, this would be fun to try and do. And I just start doing it. And it either gets me there, or I turn around and stop and say, well, now I'm going to try this. And don't hesitate to stop painting a miniature. If it really starts to get frustrating, set it aside and get an ogre male or something and work on it and play with it. And then you'll find that you'll get there. But I've never really, I hear numbers batted around. You'll talk to the high-end artists and they'll go, that's 126 hours worth of work. And I'm sure it is. I don't have 126 hours of patience. Kind of a thing. And so it's really up to you and your enjoyment level, like Ron said.
There's some professional painters on right now, like I said, Michael Proctor and Aaron Hartwell on here right now. They might be able to chime in the chat and give their perspective on it. But it's just, obviously, if you've got a painting contest coming up and you need to get it done, well, there's your time.
That's a pressure. But when you're playing in games, the Army, you got to have everybody's playing on Saturday. You don't want to be the guy there in primer. Yeah. So you get pressure there to push them out.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Justin.
All right. So anyway, hopefully that'll help. Question number 2. This is from Greg. Greg, who I don't know. Greg, I wonder if you could talk about the different brushes you sell. When should you use synthetic brushes versus Sable brushes? What's the difference in the sizes? I also have a lot of trouble trying to use the very small detail brushes as the paint dries on them before I can apply. Any tips?
Oh, you can start. Too late.
Go ahead.
No, you're just dying to.
No, go ahead. I'm going to drink water. I'm going to have a drink of water.
Okay.
See, look at Proctor. Ron's right. Have fun. See, that's
the brushes. The difference between the brushes is not is the price point. To provide a quality brush for $4 or $5, we're using the synthetic. To provide a better quality brush, we're using the Kolinsky Sable. And brushes can get, believe me, can get really expensive. We sort of stick down here on the bottom of the spectrum. And with that, it would be the technique you're doing or the use, what you can afford. Take care of your brushes. However, if you're going to do some dry brushing or be abusive, then definitely use the cheaper synthetic brush.
Yeah, Proctor just says synthetic's good for base coats.
Base coats and stuff like that. And then that you don't wear out your good brushes. And there's some, so was it Series 7? I forget, that was one I used for a while. And I can't remember who made that. Somebody will put it in there.
The Winsor Newton.
Winsor Newton. Those were really good brushes. But you start spending some serious money. Ours cap out at around 12, I believe.
Yeah, about 12
and
bucks.
you know, it's not uncommon. You can throw 20, 30 bucks at a brush, at a good brush, real easy. So it's really just play with it and have fun. But there's not a technical difference, I guess. The brush is a brush.
The Kolinsky Sables are going to want to hold their points a little better, a little longer.
Less, yeah, yeah.
They won't splay out and fray.
But then for sizes are a tricky thing. To the extent, a lot of people, I fell for this, is I kept thinking, oh my God, they've got a 10-aught out, they have a 20-aught out, I got to keep getting smaller and smaller, and that'll improve my detail. And that's not really true. For me, that was a trap. And the smaller the brush, it doesn't carry the paint and hold the paint for you to pull and cover or line. They really become more spotters for me in my world, and little tiny detail nicks and things like that you got to do. So that's part of the sizes sort of become what you're used to. I've seen some really amazing paint jobs by people that just pull out 1 0 round brush.
Sure.
And just do some amazing stuff with that one brush. Yeah. Small detail and everything. So.
Clever Crow 8 says Winsor Newton Series 7s are his favorites.
Yeah.
Corey says I use synthetics for base work as well. Never stick a nice brushes pointing to tiny cracks. I like both the Da Vinci 35s and the Winsor 7s. They mean after the Reaper brushes, I'm assuming.
Right, yeah, they all have Reaper brushes.
The Reaper brushes first. Then
there's
Winsor
the Winsor Newton, yeah.
Crap brushes that, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know what? I was looking at our brushes on our website the other day, and we're going to be a little more specific about the uses on our brushes on our website as soon as we get that.
True, because it's evolved. The market's evolving. It's no longer just saying a 10-aught. It's what it needs to do. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that was from Greg. Thanks, Greg.
Good. Thanks,
Good
Greg.
question. And I'm sure you know what? If you ever see one of these professional painters, they could probably talk your ear off about brushes. So,
yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Proctor, that's what you meant. Sure. So before we get into this, let's talk about this. So people are talking about, hey, I thought that the Baba Yaga's hut was going to be unassembled. I thought we'd be able to put it on and do all these things. I just wanted the hut. As a hut, I didn't want a chicken hut. I didn't want Baba Yaga's hut walking around. I just wanted a house. And now the damn legs are stuck on. I can't get them off. It's impossible to get them off. What am I going to do?
Send you an email.
No, we give them to you, and you figure out how to take them off.
Okay.
Obviously, you had to use a jackhammer and acid.
Oh yeah.
And,
oh yeah.
like,
and a torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, welding an arc welder to be able to.
Yeah, sledgehammer and just
and go after it.
So what happened? How did you?
Well, show them the
you ever
picture. You've got the pictures queued up.
Can you cue the picture up?
I'm doing it now.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
Give me a second.
All right.
So he's got a second. But anyway, so what I did is I just
yeah. So Ed pulls out this armada of tools.
I go to the house.
Can I say armada.
Yeah, and go to the toolbox, and I have no idea what I'm going to need or use. So I just start grabbing a bunch of stuff that looks like it might extract feet off of a chicken shack side of a thing. So are we going to have them yet? All right, whatever.
He didn't do his show prep.
He didn't do his show prep.
I did.
He did, but he's now
So he's
off.
going to show you the picture here of Ed's arsenal, not armada, an arsenal of tools.
Yeah, whatever.
This has to include the sulfuric acid and the jackhammer.
Yes,
and all
there
that
we
stuff.
go. There we go. So these are the
Can you
tools.
see that?
I know,
Okay.
I know how to, hold on. I've decided I know how to improve the stream.
What? I'm
yeah,
for
that's
that.
great.
He's
That
just
makes
going
it
to take
easy.
care of some of
Turn into a
the
radio
Look at
imagery.
that, immediately better.
So anyway, I grabbed all these tools, and in the end, I only needed one of them. So
Which one of those on the screen? Which one did you?
I
use?
used the X-Acto up there in the top center of the scalpel.
The X-Acto knife.
That was all that was needed. So anyway, in the second, now what happened was I dumped all these tools down on the countertop, and then I turned around, and the damn chicken shack was trying to walk away. Do you got that picture?
That's coming next.
It's coming next. I know how to improve the stream.
Yeah. So Ed
So anyway,
Ed and Newer would have.
I looked around, and now this thing is tippy-toeing away from me. So I thought, well, that's not going to work. Get back over here. So I grabbed it, got the tool that I needed,
Ed's playing with you guys.
and got the thing going. And so in turn, we ended up with that next picture. That he's got it queued up, of course.
No, it's out.
Is that it?
No, the next picture.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. Tell you what, we just won't worry
Hold
about
on,
the picture.
hold
Here we
on.
go. We've got it
what
right
have we
here.
said since day one? We're not professionals. That's just all I got to say.
So anyway, there it is. Sans its legs.
Right.
And here we are. Here it is. It's a
Okay.
little, no worse for the wear. So he's got to get that. There you go. Now you can pull that picture down, and we've got it up.
Okay. Okay.
Get the camera
So
on.
there he
it.
is.
Is that the? You got, there we go. So here's our chicken shack without its legs. So all that and we're going to make a video of this. So all I ended up doing is I took a pot and was boiling water in it. And really, I was playing for this stuff. I had not played with the Bones Black at all yet. This is sort of a first new thing. Mm-hmm. And what I found was, and what I really thought was cool is this stuff, when you get it warm, and you can use a hairdryer too. I just like the water was really fast with it. It gets up, and it gets very pliable.
Turn it over.
And so here are the things. And so what I found was that the legs are actually hollow. And so what I was able to do is simply, and I'll just illustrate here, but I said we're going to do a video of it, is I turned around and there we are. Okay, so you just sort of pull the leg to the side like this when you pull it out of your boiling water, and you just run your knife right here. And it cuts like whipped butter. It is just that easy. And so I just went around each leg and they came right off. Now, because I made unique cuts, or the cuts end up being unique because they're the one-offs, it would take nothing to turn around and simply just super glue it back on if you decide you want your legs on there. So you can see that. Yes, there it is right there. Oh, there it goes. It fell off.
But they would glue right back on.
But anyway, you could glue them right back on if you wanted to, and go from there. Super glue. Yeah. Well, it doesn't. Anyway, so that was what we ended up doing, and we'll make a video of it. And so if you want to remove them, that's the easiest way to do it. And it took less than a minute. So we'll do that. That answers that.
So, do you think that when you boiled the legs in the water, could you have pulled them off?
No.
No.
Because they used a lot of glue.
How much glue did they use?
It's a lot. I think like.
That's not what you said in rehearsal.
In rehearsal, it was like it's coming from their ancestors, and they're grinding it up, and they just sort of spew it all on there.
Who's they? Don't even say who they is.
Yeah.
So you couldn't have pulled it off.
No.
You actually had to cut it
You
off.
did have to cut it.
So,
now, when we box this up, and we've already talked about it, when we box it up for sale, we'll go ahead and make sure the legs part are detached. The house will probably be assembled because that looked like that would need to be done using their system. But the legs, they'll just be general male-female joints. I keep holding up too hot.
So if you guys at home are doing this, and be very careful. We don't, we're not saying kids should go home and start boiling their stuff. Be very careful when you use boiling water and an X-Acto knife. Don't,
Right.
Don't
but
say,
you'll
well,
see,
Reaper
just push
told
the
me to
leg
do
over.
it.
Yeah.
No,
just
we
push the
didn't.
leg over. You'll see a little bit of the edge. Just go right in and slice there. And the stuff really shapes well. I was able to put it on its tippy toes in about 20 seconds. That was real easy to put up on its tippy toes and just set the building up and adjust it a little bit. And it would have stayed like that forever. So.
Proctor, thanks for asking. Yeah, I have something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a cold or allergies. I don't know what it is. But I'm here for y'all.
Yeah.
I couldn't let Ed do the show by himself. So, Evil Elvis, hopefully that helps your...
Hopefully that'll get out there, yes. So
Answer.
those that want to initially remove their leg and have the ability to put the leg back on. And so you don't need saws and tools and torches and all that.
Yeah.
So
didn't need all that stuff.
Really fast.
Someone mentioned, could you use a jeweler saw? Yeah, you could have.
You could, but actually the X-Acto, when it's warm and you'll feel it's pliable, what I have, and it'll be in the video, but I have a little silicone mitt, just a regular baking mitt. That's when I'm pulling it out of the water and holding it with. The knife just cuts it that easy. It is like cutting whipped butter. You do not need to saw it or anything. You could do all of that, and I was going to end up one of my options, but that would be really messy and probably take a lot of time. This took less than a minute.
Yeah. You could use a torch. Yeah, blowtorch. Yes, you could. Yes.
Yes.
My sister, sibling 2023 says, my sister would...
My sister would get upset if I just started cutting legs off for chickens. Yeah, she probably would.
Yes.
Just don't let her be around.
Oh, dang it. I may as well not be here.
That doesn't make it better, I think, Ed.
What?
That just makes it sneaky.
Oh, if the sister's not around? Yeah, but
Yeah.
then it gives you deniability. That's all you really need nowadays.
So, all right. So, now...
Drink some water.
God.
Go get him some of that. Is there any of that Patron? There's no Patron left. I'd say we get him some Patron. But
Well, there's that G4.
Ron,
there's-
drink it all.
What does Adrian have down in the old
in the anesthetic,
office?
in the
He has,
medicine cabinet.
Kraken spiced rum,
Oh, wrong. No, you need whiskey. Whiskey's the clearer of all throats.
whiskey and some lemon and some honey would probably do it pretty good too.
Rat Mastery has made a video of putting the Afridi assembly, if they're having assembly
What?
issue. I did a quick video.
Oh, getting the head on, yeah, because her head, you got to get the right angle.
Oh,
to put it
diggity,
on.
I thought about doing that. I thought about rolling these and putting them in some flour or something, and some cornmeal, make it look like I fried them.
Yeah.
So,
So we've kind of covered all the things we really wanted to cover today.
no. There's one
Is
more.
there something else?
We have one more. Yes. Okay. This is sort of this popped up in the forums. This is the letter that I sent. Okay. Anyway, a few weeks ago they were asking of why we changed the height of the Argent dragon, and apparently in my world, and I got to tell you, really, it's not that it's a non-factor, but I really didn't believe that it was that big of an issue, honestly, and from my perspective, because we have changed stuff on every Kickstarter.
Yeah.
But this one got some traction and people started asking questions and wanted answers, more than just, hey, it's a cool piece, it's a cheap price, whatever. So we're here to answer the questions. What happened was, when we first submitted all the files,
Let's back up a little bit.
Okay, even farther?
Originally, Argent was supposed to be, oh my God.
I'm trying to get him to use more words.
Argent was supposed to be 12 inches high. Mm-hmm. Right? That was
Yes,
the plan.
it was supposed to be 12 inches high.
And after we did some research, we
got the quotes, yeah. Well,
So,
and that's
this
when
what
that
Ed's about to
started.
get
So
into.
as
So that's where it
designed, it
started.
was 12 inches, and also too, the barge, Stygian barge, was as artist designed, had a plate on the bottom that was
water.
supposed to
The water.
to simulate bodies coming out of the water in the concept art. So when we sent them in, we sent 3D files, and that's what they quoted. And then when we got our quotes back, or the initial quotes were in line, but they were only looking at 3D files. When they got samples in their hands, started doing it to it, the prices came in. So as an example, and because I had it in my notes, they came back, we sold the Argent at $20 or for creation, and they came back with a price of $43 per unit. So that's a loss of $23 per unit. And then the tooling cost alone, to make all the sculpt and the molds, exceeded all of the money we took in on the Argent. And the exact same thing happened with the Stygian barge. So at that point, me personally, I said, well, that's where I pushed the button. I said, okay, then they're not going to go out. And we had Kit, I told Kit to start working on a plan. We need to refund this money. We're not going to produce these models because they're upside down, and we'll move on. And it was an easy decision because we put it in our risk assessment and in our fact down below.
And the Kickstarter
And we do
itself.
tell you that one of the risks is that we might not produce a model if it doesn't make muster. And then the price, or that we reserve the right to change a model, okay?
Yep.
So then what we did is it sat around, and it was sort of sitting in limbo at that point. And then you came up with the idea of we just shopped it around. Ron just said, let's at least try, instead of just going to the one. And you got...
I threw a bloody fit is what I did.
Not really, it wasn't bloody.
Okay, I threw a fit. I said, no, we got it. We can't.
We can't, he didn't
We don't
want
want
to
to
do
refund
that.
everyone back.
Right,
the
and
money.
not do the piece.
We didn't want to not do the piece.
Yes.
Gene had worked hard
So
on
he
it.
came to the rescue.
Chris had done, I came to y'all's rescue. Chris Lewis had worked hard on the barge. Gene worked hard on the dragon. We weren't going to let these things
Right.
go away.
So we shopped
I
it
begged,
around.
Ed, please, please.
No, it wasn't that. That never happens. So anyway, Ron, we shopped it around, and we did get it in. We got it into a tolerable level of cost. We brought it in so we get into the black a little, at least get close to break even.
yeah.
And the two big changes is in the case of the barge, a plastic tool is made to do one surface this way. So what we didn't realize, to make a solid piece of plastic this big, even though it was only going to be 1/4 inch thick, okay, it took a tool the size of a small refrigerator. And that was what ran the tooling costs up. So we dropped that piece off, we dropped that tool off, the prices come down, and now the barge is a workable thing. The same was true with the wings. The part of the Argent is to do somewhat single piece wings. We wanted them to go, not a lot of assembly.
Right, right.
Well, again, the depth, the size. So by reducing it by 30%, whatever that was, 4 inches, or almost 4 inches, what would that be, 30%, okay. By just reducing that size, well, the tools came down, the production costs came down, and it put it into an area that got close enough for break even that we could do it. So that's what actually happened to cause them to be shrunk and to lose that. Now, we didn't get into all of that initially because really a lot of people just really don't care in the sense that they don't want to hear the excuse. It doesn't matter. It's just a non-factor. But that's exactly how it all went down. There you go. That's the full explanation.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, throw them in here. Or email Ron.
You sure
Don't
there
email me.
there were no nefarious reasons, like we were just trying to rip people off and get their money and stuff?
Well, of course. I'm always that
That's
way.
always that way, yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, can you imagine if Argent was bigger than what he is? Because
He's big anyway.
huge.
The wing, because we wanted full-size wings. We didn't want little winglets
he
like
would have
we
been,
did.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's like
Yeah.
this, or well, I don't have one, but he would have been really,
Yeah.
it's,
He's got it up there. There's
Collins
one
is
up
going
there.
to get one. At a foot tall, I mean, it would have been massive.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but the thing
But the
that-
production costs at $20. What were we on? What was the buy-in for the
for that guy,
Hydra, the Maldekar? Wasn't it
Don't
like
know.
$35,
I think
$45?
it was 40 bucks, or
This one's cool though.
Yeah.
This is cool though.
it is cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's one.
Yeah.
So it's a
Pretty big.
massive
I mean,
piece.
we talked about this on Reaper Live one time. Hey, Reaper Dave, shut up. His wings are huge as they are.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Can you imagine if this guy was this much taller, the wings would be that much bigger? Whatever.
So, but anyway, but this piece, yes, we could have gone and we could have done, but just the price wasn't there. Really, we should have charged a lot more for the buy-in. If we had put more on the buy-in side of it, like we did with the Maldekar, and then and adjusted, yeah, we could have. But that was what happened, and that's why we did. But this happens to every Kickstarter. We have every Kickstarter made changes and substituted models and pulled models out. In that first Kickstarter, there was a whole swath of stuff we pulled
Yeah.
out because the sculptor didn't do it, and we inserted other things in.
The other thing we talked about was once we decided to go and take it down, we thought, even at this size, it's a good model, and it's a usable model on your game table. When it was bigger than this, it was
Be a little
almost
tough, yeah.
unusable.
Yeah.
But
But anyway, it happens, and we will, again, you're shooting way off into the future here, trying to do something that you're going to have to deliver a year and a half later.
Yeah.
And it's hard. So,
your analogy of shooting an arrow.
yeah, we have to shoot an arrow at a target that is 1 year in the future, and we have to have
18
bullseye.
months, yeah.
Anything less than a bullseye is not acceptable.
Yeah.
So
that's tough.
rescaling 2 models out of 400, in my world, that was a win. But I understand to the people that got it, if that was what their expectation was, we didn't fulfill that expectation.
Yeah.
So we will work to do that and communicate better. Definitely, we'll in the future. Instead of just saying, "Hey, change it and don't worry about it," we've learned we'll get better at communicating.
Yeah.
So
we do our best.
so, but anyway, that's all I've got for that.
All right, get out of here.
So what
What are we going to give
questions?
away tonight? That's what people want to know. They don't care about what the hell we're talking about. They're here for the free stuff.
Okay. What's in your office? Shall I go raid your
Nothing.
office
No,
like you
there's
raid
nothing
my
in my
office for
office.
stuff to
I don't
auction?
raid
Every year at
your
ReaperCon,
office.
we do
Who
this
wants-
great auction
I
at
know,
the
we
end.
should-
And he raids my office for all this cool stuff.
True.
What about Ron's shirt? Anyone want Ron's shirt?
No.
We'll give away Ron's shirt.
No, we're
right
not
now.
going down that road. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Where the hell did you go to lunch, Justin?
Brahms, by the
Oh,
way.
Brahms. Oh,
yes.
yeah. Uh-huh.
It's close to the house now.
All right.
I do need something for this. We could give away Argents.
That's true.
We
There's
could give away
Argent.
Stygian barges. Since we're talking about those, we could give away a chicken shack. We could give away one chicken shack. Now you've got me saying it. We could give away one Baba Yaga's hut, one Argent, and one Stygian
I
barge.
don't know where you got the chicken shack.
Can we just do one thing and that gives us different weeks of giveaways?
Yeah, it sounds to me
Yeah.
like we kind of have our future giveaways here. So tune in, folks, if you
How
want
about-
one of these 3.
Okay. Then why don't we just let them say, start rolling off. Which out of those 3,
Let's
which
give
would
him,
you like
let's
to
give
get
him a
tonight?
life-size Darth Vader.
Hey, Reaper Dave.
Yeah,
Hey,
Reaper Dave.
perfect. Yeah.
Take that.
Yeah.
Is
Hashtag
anyone-
Stay
give
out of
up
my
Dave's.
office,
Yeah.
Dave.
Is anyone here to oppose that? I don't think so.
I don't think
yeah,
so.
No.
Yeah. Well, Darth's looking pretty good.
Okay.
Why don't we just let them choose? Put it up
Yeah, okay.
there. What
You
they
guys
want.
vote,
You rolls
and
roll.
Moobot
Roll.
will
Yeah.
tally
Roll
the
of the
votes.
names, and we'll look at it. I
Right?
see one for Chicken
Can Moobot
Shack.
Tally the
Yeah, move out of tally the votes, and then
Moobot's
Argent is
Moobot's
Yep.
Pageant.
Yeah, we'll
Oh, Argent's
Barge.
ahead.
There's Barge.
Oh, now there's 3 barges.
Dave's office is off limits according to Reaper
Yeah,
Dav.
sure.
Pathfinder
There's another
Paints,
Argent.
Barge, Argent, Chicken Shack, Barge, Chicken Shack, Barge. So look what we started.
Look what we started.
It's
They're all
looking, it's
equal.
looking like Argent's going to win since Danny needed one. So
I don't see your name on here.
Argent looks like Argent's taking it away.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Very good.
A Bargent. There we go.
Good old Argent. Just need the wings on the bottom boat.
Colt Diggity says, chicken, please.
Yeah. Fine. Then that'll be what we'll do. We'll go with Argent. That looks to me like it won this week.
3 Argents,
Yeah.
right?
3 Argents or 4?
And we have 1 Cobra from Proctor.
I think as
I got a broken one for you. Don't
guys
worry,
that are
it's
in
coming.
charge, y'all can decide how many you want to give away.
Let's go 4.
Okay.
I mean,
We're
to be
giving away
fair,
4 Argents
last week we
tonight.
gave away 5 things, so it seems a little weird that we
next
wouldn't
week we'll
stick
give
with
away
Which side is
3.
this on you on? He's on the wrong side of the camera. Okay, 5. I'm not even going to deal with it. This is a good
Lord.
night.
Fine.
You know, if we're doing 5, might as well do 6.
No. Was it an auctioneer?
What is this, Oprah? Is
Yeah,
everyone
no
who
joke.
attended
If
gets
you
a-
get an Argent.
Yeah, everybody under everybody's seat. Look under your seat. There's a bag.
Yeah.
So Argent's it. We'll do 5.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
All right, 5 Argents. So everyone right now, we'll give you guys another 5 minutes or so in case you're coming in late
5 minutes.
to enter the giveaway.
Okay. All right. You can jump in.
And they know how to enter it. You've
Type
told
in
them. Right?
hashtag giveaway.
Yes, it is hashtag giveaway in the chat.
There we go.
Can't enter more than once, but you know.
EdPro. There we go.
EdPro. So, all right. Well, let's just wait here for 5 minutes till we're finished.
For 5 minutes. Well, no. Now it's question time.
Okay.
And answer if there's a good question.
So, all right. Ask away. Thanks for all the great questions.
Don't forget there's going to be a delay from when you
Okay.
say something
All right.
and
Well,
they respond.
look, in the meantime, if you have any questions for us, questions at Reaper Live. No, God almighty. Reaperlive at reapermini.com. My goodness. Reaperlive at reapermini.com.
Yes.
And we will get your questions and we'll ask them on air. You won't win a prize if we ask them on air. This ain't the old days. You know, this is the new days.
However, it does drive great content.
Can we see the
so-
T-Rex? Oh, he's been up every week, but he's now
Oh, there he is. He's up
he's
there.
back up there. He's not changed since last week, unless this is your first grab him and we'll throw him on there.
Okay.
He does, however, blend quite nicely in with that chronoscope box.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He's pretty cool.
It's not a T-Rex, it's a chameleon.
Yeah, that's
actually.
true. It's not a T-Rex. It's a black
Black
terror.
tooth. Yeah.
What's the difference? Well, if you were a dinosaur expert, you would know.
You guys want to turn the rotational portion on so they can actually see it?
It's a little red switch.
Got it. He's about to
Wow.
hit his little dinosaur beak on the...
Oh, when will we see the Bones Black early releases again? The regular.
Paladin 65, how did... Oh my Lord, it's going too fast. They want to know how you got the legs off the Baba Yaga's head. You have to go back and watch. June, we'll do Shotgun. We'll do these real fast, right? When we see the Bones Black early releases again. What? Early releases? Mm-hmm. I can't keep
So
up with
the owlbear and that kind of stuff, things that are those going to come back available for sale, or how's that going to look?
When they show up in the, they'll be back for sale when they show up in the schedule. The first release is right now being tentatively scheduled for
June.
And then they'll be monthly after that. Initially, so we're going some June, July, and August. So I saw those are already in the queue, but all the list isn't out. We're not pushing that out yet. So
George's question is pretty good. I think as a general answer to that, anything that was on the old website will make it to the new one. As
eventually,
kit.
yes, things like the preview page, the store list. A lot of these items will be worked in because it was entirely a different coding or whatever. That it just wasn't easy as a plug and play. But yes, we will be working all those items back in. But it's easy to launch and add as you go rather than try and do too much at once.
Yeah, the preview page, I don't know. I mean, Kit's working on that. When we put up the expansions and the core sets, someone was asking where are they going to go. Well, we'll try to put in links so you don't have to search for them. We'll make an announcement when they go live. It'll be on the front page, social media, things like that.
It'll be a box. Well, probably the best way would probably be to put it up as a box.
Yeah.
And
Vorman
then that way it'll
actually-
stay on the front page.
Vorman has a pretty good set of questions as well if you want to.
Go ahead. What's something you've learned from this Bones Kickstarter that you'll do differently for any possible future Kickstarters? We don't
Let's
have
see.
time.
I made a mistake of being in town again.
Yeah.
I normally figure out a way to be out of town
tried
for the
to
last
get him out
one.
of town for the next one. I mean, if we were going to plan another one, but
Yeah.
he won't. Yeah.
Things learned from this.
It's a lot.
Actually, Ed, before you do that,
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and ask this question here, the
Yes, sir.
Foreman, because I think a couple of people wanted to know the answer. When you put the Bones 4 core/expansion sets on the website, will they be front page or in the figure finder? That's the first question. Also,
Front page.
are you able to comment on the prices, and when should I watch for it?
Prices we've already discussed. Of the box sets.
The box sets.
No, that's not even been on the plate yet.
It won't be until I would imagine at least the 17th of May,
Yeah.
which is when the container is supposed to arrive in Australia. We're not going to put them up until that container arrives and they start fulfillment over in Australia. After that,
Or finish fulfillment,
then-
yeah. Or finish shipping.
Well, at least get a good start on it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to have someone from Australia order a core set from our website and have them shipped and arrived in Australia before they've even got
Before the
their
backers
stuff
get it,
going. Yeah.
right.
So, Aussies and Kiwis, we're looking out for you.
So anyway, as far as the prices of them, that's
We don't
yet
know
to be. It will not be as good as they were on the Kickstarter itself.
No,
I mean the
no,
backers got
no.
the deal of the century there. That's the whole
Yeah, it was
purpose of
good.
being into it.
That's
so
pretty good.
But you could probably look at if they're, well, I don't know if you could find them. I don't know. I was going to say you could look back at the old ones, but they're probably not up.
Yeah.
They were talking about the T-Rex. The T-Rex is being painted like a parrot, which is what Michael wanted it painted like. And he gave me some artwork, and slowly but surely we're going to get there with a lot of colors. More slowly than surely, I'm sure. So,
Yeah, the Bones 5 expansions are, oh, never mind. Forget it.
Bones 4 expansion.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah. We'll continue.
Nice dramatic pause.
Never mind.
Yes.
Never mind. Forget it. I misspoke. Let's answer another question. No.
What did we learn? Really, this is our 4th one we fulfilled. So it really wasn't anything new. There were no big new revelations or shocks. But what we did is we really are perfecting the concept of processing it and going. So we just got a lot more efficient, and that really paid off. So you've now remembered what it was you were going to say. Go ahead.
No, I was not going to.
Oh, my God.
I think I've said so much.
It seems like there's a lot of questions wanting to know what the June freebie model is going to be
When
there.
you guys like to know?
Honestly, I don't even know that one yet. And I wonder why, because I ask and they go, oh, you don't need to know.
I'm not going to tell you.
Probably because
I don't need it spoiled, 3 weeks in advance.
Yes.
Can you give any hints?
I think we've previewed it. Here we go again. I think we previewed it on a previous Reaper Live episode. Actually,
On
not
accident?
painted. Huh?
On accident?
No, I think as an actual model. So just hang in there. Don't sweat it. It'll be cool. I look. It's a model that's never been in metal or plastic before. Brand new.
Bones, yeah.
Brand new model. So.
And this is the last year for Dreadmere, yes. Yeah, I wish I could show you her. It just, I haven't even seen it. He won't even let me see it.
Shadow Dragon? No, it's not the Shadow Dragon Pole.
It's 5 before Half-Life 3, yeah. Or Left 4 Dead 3.
Madman 43056. I'm still waiting on the War Mammoth. It's not the War Mammoth.
That would be a little bit, yeah.
Alert level. My God. What? Alert level. What size will the freebie be? It's bigger than Terra the Silent, but smaller than the Rock Troll. How about that?
That works.
Okay.
That's like 80% of our miniatures.
Dan Goodchild, why did ReaperCon move to Labor Day weekend?
Well, the quick story really is.
It's gotta be quick.
Okay. How quick? I'm wasting
time,
time
go
now,
ahead.
aren't you, right?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, for years, we've tried to talk to hotels, and, salespeople are there to sell it and charge and all this. And we actually ended up with a gentleman who was getting ready to retire, and we were just asking questions. He was giving us non-sales, honest answers. And I said, what is the best weekend for a hotel to have a show like ours? That we're not competing with anything, that we can get all the amenities, we don't have to fight for rooms, all these questions. He was easy. It's Labor Day weekend. And so we chose Labor Day weekend based on that. We booked for 5 years. And then amazingly enough, when we announced it, there's Dragon Con, there is Nova Open. And I'm like, oh, well, they already figured it all out. We were sort of last one to figure that one out. But that's why you have so many shows on that weekend as well. So that's why we went to Labor Day weekend. Was that fast enough?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Normally I meander, but that's really rare.
Yeah.
Old Diggity has another question about the factions.
Oh yeah. We're for the last year we're bringing back the previous factions for people to choose from. Which faction will be represented? Something I missed it. Sorry. All of them. All of them. Heritage. I wish ReaperCon wasn't Labor Day weekend. I'm a teacher and can't take off early that weekend to go. Well, I mean, It is Labor Day weekend. You don't have to work on that Monday, and there is Saturday and Sunday before that.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone should take some sick days.
So 6 days. Yeah, really. Oh, and Moobot has a question.
No.
You read.
All right. So
Are you guys ready to do the giveaway now?
I guess we are.
All right. Let's go ahead and.
This is for 1 Argent, right?
Is it
5 Argents.
1 Argent or 5
Five, it's
Argents?
5
Well,
Argents.
one
is it-
person getting 5 Argents,
Yes,
or
this
is
is-
5 people getting 1 Argent?
5 people getting 1 Argent.
Or
They
5 people getting 1 Argent, and then we'll just piece it
5
out.
people
think
are going
that's
to
what
get
you just said.
this Argent.
They got to come together.
Yes. This one there.
That
We're gonna
particular
actually
one,
slice
yeah,
it
with
into
this
five
little
ones.
pieces.
You're going to get right here.
Yeah. Number 1 will get the head.
He's cool. He's really cool. I really like it.
Reaper Dave will get the butt.
Of course.
This is new to me. Y'all did this last time, so I don't know what to expect.
Okay,
Is he
here
getting
we
ready to
go.
roll the dice?
There's the first one right there.
Where?
Edwin?
Nope.
No.
It was just announced.
Batman 2525 is the first winner. Alert Level, second winner. Dan Goodchild. Oh my gosh, Dan Goodchild. Previous Kickstarter VIP.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And Madman.
Dan Goodchild did a DYOM in Kickstarter 1, and his piece finally came out in Bones 4. It just came out. In the core
Wow.
set. It's
Okay.
the Dragon Man with all the different options. That's Dan Goodchild's design.
Oh, wow.
Izzy Talon Collier designed that for him. Gene sculpted it, and it's finally out. It only took 7 years to get it done.
At least you got yours. I'm still waiting for mine.
Dude, Edwin, he read off it all.
Oh my gosh.
I can't read.
Well,
Yeah,
congratulations.
There's our 5
Congratulations
winners.
to
All the
everybody.
winners. Yeah. Keep watching. Subscribe if you can.
Yes, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. Just get there.
Yep.
And Facepalm. Facepalm's a good one.
For all the latest news,
If you can't talk, I can't talk over you.
I got you, Ron. Go ahead. Keep going.
For all the latest news and information, please keep up with us on www.reapermini.com. Or just watch this every Thursday.
Or
Yeah.
or Twitch or YouTube in case you
He
missed
already said
this.
that.
Well, yeah, but I have to clarify it's Ed. So
Gotcha.
we never know what he's
Gotcha.
actually talking about.
Okay. And go buy your ReaperCon tickets.
Yes.
Come to ReaperCon.
Yes, go get
It's going to be
ReaperCon
awesome
tickets.
this year.
And go check out the website. It's a new, if you haven't been there yet, it's brand new. Go explore it. The search features, there's a lot of cool stuff. And a lot of stuff will be coming back. The Power Palette, or paint, that's coming back. It's also coming back as a
Thank you,
phone
Ludo.
app in there when that one re-rolls. There's a lot of stuff coming. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and obviously there's a few little bugs we're squashing here and there. We're getting them fixed.
And since we code our own, that's why we're doing it. I wish we had a company we could just call up and say, hey, add that, and they'd do it. But this is all internal. So
To wrap this up, actually, everyone who won tonight, all 5 of you, if you could, with your Twitch usernames, email us at reaperlive@reapermini.com, and we will get your Argents on the way.
There you go.
Or pieces of Argent.
and there's Brody.
Also, as another wrap up here, make sure you guys follow us on Twitch and YouTube, as they already said. But be on the lookout for all of our upcoming badges and neat little pros for subscribing on Twitch, because we're still working
You
on
left
that
out
too.
MySpace.
No one is on MySpace, including us. So, all right.
Yet.
Thank you guys very much for showing up.
Y'all have fun. You want to say something? Go ahead.
Come on, Ron.
Put some more words out
Go
there.
ahead, Ron.
Goodbye, y'all. See you next
Give us a
week.
great goodbye. There it is. One more.
Goodbye, y'all. See you next week. God almighty.
He's not in the room.